They stood still, close enough to hear each other's breath, yet too far from the truth. The world around them had faded into silence, like the calm before a storm they both knew was coming. Jae-Yi's heart pounded, not from fear, but from something far more dangerous. Recognition. This man, he bore the name of her brother, the boy who vanished when she was just a girl, leaving behind memories that never stopped haunting her. She had waited, hoped, searched, for 12 long years, and now, here he was, standing before her, not as a memory, but as a stranger. Yet in that stranger's eyes, she saw something. Not the innocence of her lost brother, but a fire that pulled at her soul. It was wrong, she knew it. He might be her blood, he might not. But something between them refused to stay buried. Something that had been growing quietly in the spaces between words, between shared silences, between the fear of knowing and the pain of not knowing. And him, Hongrang, or the man who wore his name, he was just as lost. A ghost of someone he couldn't remember, a body filled with questions and empty of certainty. But when he looked at her, there was something real, raw, magnetic. He didn't have memories of her, but he didn't need them, because his heart recognized what his mind could not. It wasn't familiarity he felt, it was longing, a longing that begged to be touched, to be answered, to be known. And in that unbearable stillness, without a word spoken, without permission asked, they kissed. It wasn't gentle, it wasn't planned, it was desperate. A confession written in trembling lips and stolen breath. A collision of grief and desire, of questions they had no courage to voice. It was everything they weren't allowed to feel, everything they had hidden behind duty and names and roles. But in that kiss, the world fell away. No titles, no labels, no past. Just two souls standing on the edge of something forbidden and falling. Jae-Yi pulled away, barely breathing, her lips still trembling from the truth she didn't want to face. What had they done? What had they become? And still her heart whispered, not in words, but in ache. If this is wrong, then why does it feel like the only thing that's ever made sense? She looked at him, this man who might be her brother and yet wasn't, not in the way that mattered now. Who are you, Hongrang? And what does it mean that every part of me is choosing you, again and again, even when I shouldn't?
I never thought that you're